As reported, Ukrainian intelligence forces struck 3 Russian Mi-8 helicopters in temporarily occupied Crimea. The 55ZH-6U Nebo-U radar system was also targeted, according to the Main Intelligence Directorate of the Ministry of Defense. According to the report, the Russian occupiers' aviation fleet in temporarily occupied Crimea has once again been reduced, following a successful operation by the specialists of the Main Intelligence Directorate Special Operations Unit, Prymary. As a result of the strike, 3 enemy multipurpose Mi-8 helicopters were destroyed, along with high-value Russian 55ZH-6U Nebo-U radar system. Furthermore, in temporarily occupied Crimea, explosions were reported near the Foros sanatorium on the evening of September the 21st. The facility is linked to the Federal Security Service, and the strike may have caused deaths and injuries, according to the Crimean Wind channel and Russian media. The Russian Ministry of Defense later claimed it had shot down Ukrainian drones. Russian authorities said 16 drones were shot down over the Black Sea, and 3 more were shot down directly over Crimea. Russian local channels began reporting explosions in the Foros area, which Ukrainian monitoring accounts later confirmed. Preliminary information indicates the strike hit the Foros sanatorium area. The facility is associated with the Russian FSB. Vladimir Putin has reportedly stayed at the sanatorium several times. At least 4 state dachas are also located between Foros and Yalta. During the Soviet era, Foros served as a retreat for the highest-ranking officials in the party hierarchy, including general secretaries. Mikhail Gorbachev stayed there in 1991 during the State Committee on the State of Emergency coup in Moscow. Russian media reported that an unknown private event was planned at Foros on the evening of September the 21st. The Russian authorities in Crimea have confirmed the strike and warned of possible casualties. Ukrainian intelligence has, for the first time in history, destroyed 2 enemy BE-12 Seagull amphibious aircraft. This happened in temporarily occupied Crimea, Ukraine's Defense Intelligence HUR reports. According to the HUR, on September the 21st in occupied Crimea, fighters of the Ghosts Special Unit of Ukraine's Defense Intelligence hunted down 2 Russian BE-12 Seagull amphibious aircraft. This is the first strike against a BE-12 in history, HUR noted. Along with the 2 BE-12 aircraft during the raid in Crimea, the Ghosts unit also struck another Russian multipurpose Mi-8 helicopter. The BE-12 Seagull is a Soviet anti-submarine amphibious aircraft developed in the 1960s by the Buriev Design Bureau. It can take off both from land and from water. The aircraft's main missions include detecting, tracking and destroying submarines, as well as performing search and rescue operations. The BE-12 is equipped with hydroacoustic buoys, a magnetometer, radar systems, and can carry torpedoes, depth bombs, and other specialized weaponry. Despite its age, the BE-12 remained part of Russia's naval aviation, particularly in the Black Sea. Due to its limited numbers and complex maintenance requirements, the aircraft is considered rare and expensive to operate, with its anti-submarine systems still valuable today. That is why the destruction of 2 such planes by Ukrainian forces in Crimea is both symbolically and practically significant. Russia lost unique equipment that cannot be quickly replaced. Recently, it was reported that Main Intelligence Directorate forces struck a ship of the Russian Black Sea Fleet near Novorossiysk. The vessel is a multifunctional MPS V-07 class ship, commissioned by Russia in 2015. Ukrainian special forces also recently carried out a successful raid in the Black Sea, destroying an enemy BL-680 patrol boat, a Harpoon B radar system, and a Groza electronic warfare complex. At the Brave One Defense Tech Valley 2025 exhibition in Lviv, a domestic underwater drone, Toloka, capable of striking targets up to 2,000 kilometers away, was showcased, according to a video from Militani. At the exhibition in Lviv, 3 variants of the TLK-1000 underwater drone were showcased, ranging in length from 4 to 12 meters. They are capable of striking targets up to 2,000 kilometers away and carrying up to 5 tons of payload. The demonstration took place during the world's largest defense technology investment summit, Defense Tech Valley 2025, where new drones, ground stations, and military vehicles were also showcased. At the end of February 2025, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky showcased the latest Toloka underwater drones to allies at the Support Ukraine summit. At the time, the country's leader emphasized that the domestically produced drones are capable of striking enemy ships, ports, and Russian strategic targets. The published photos do not show any TV and thermal imaging cameras in the surface element, so it is unknown whether they are not installed or are located under protective elements or are not provided for by the principle of operation and use. Either option is possible because the invader can use such demonstrations to conduct a thorough analysis and draw conclusions about the potential capabilities of a new type of weapon. The drone itself no longer looks like a technology demonstrator, but a full-fledged model ready for sea trials which may already be underway. Soon it may join the arsenal of Ukrainian defenders in repelling the invaders at sea and, along with the existing game changers, surface marine drones will take its rightful place in fighting the enemy. Some experts believe that several of the largest Toloka drones could potentially destroy the Crimean bridge, as their 5-ton explosive payload allows them to effectively reduce large structures to rubble. For reference, on June the 3rd, Crimean bridge was struck for the 3rd time, this time by an underwater attack carried out by the Security Service of Ukraine. According to Defense Express, it is still unknown exactly how the underwater part of the structure was damaged, but experts suggest the Toloka underwater drone may have been used. In particular, it is assumed that the strike could have been carried out by a TLK-400 drone, 4 to 6 meters long, with a warhead weighing up to 500 kilograms. At the same time, the strike could also have been carried out by the more powerful TLK-1000. Earlier reports noted that Ukraine is forming a new defense hub, Defense City, with 25 leading global companies already involved. Investments are going into weapons production, which is also being supplied to the front lines. Additionally, Defense Minister Denis Shmyhal promised to reach a production rate of 1,000 interceptor drones per day in the near future. He emphasized that this will serve as a response to the nightly attacks by Russian forces.